Hi guys, good afternoon. This is a video for Tin Man. He was interested in this Hornady neck turning tool. I like this tool. It first came up with a conversation with James that he likes the RCBS one, and I looked that up, and they have none in stock at the time. And also, I looked at the price between the RCBS neck turning tool and Mandrels was separately, and also the little gadget with the three jaw chuck from Ali to make it quick, easy on and off. So I added up everything, and it was it cost a little bit more. And at the time they didn't have it, and also they wasn't offering free shipping at the time neither at Midway. So what I opted for is this one. No one had it in stock. The only place they had it at the time was Optic Planet. It was I don't know, maybe 118 probably, maybe less than 118. 105 probably. I cannot remember the cost of it, but it was a whole lot cheaper than getting the RCBS with the mandrel and also that 3-jar chuck from Lee. And I like this a lot. This here goes the cutting blade. It comes with an extra cutting blade. This is adjustable whichever way you want it. What you do is you first, I size all my brass first, which here I have a little pile of brass and it's all sized. The primer pockets, everything's all done. All I have to do is turn the necks. So this is set for 300 blackout. Is the only thing I turn necks for. But this is your knob here to bring it forward or back. Once you put your brass in here, that's the gap you gotta leave it. See the little gap there? That's you bring this forward to there. But you first adjust this. Once you got locked this in place, then you move it forward. You gotta make sure that you don't go too far in cutting into the neck. So it's kind of a little tough to do, line that up. But once you play with it enough, you'll see how far you could go. And also this micrometer here is, each click is 1,000. So I would say I think it was a half 1,000 each click. So I don't got the instructions with me, but I believe it's a half 1,000. If I'm wrong, it's 1,000. And you can hear the click, so it stays in there. Now, if you need little more precision, you could loosen up the screw here and you can eliminate the clicker and you can set it your way and then lock it in place. But this factory setting, the way they have it, it works great. You need a cordless drill. I tried it with a cordless screwdriver and it doesn't have enough power to turn this. So the cordless drill is the way to go. I see other people use cordless screwdrivers, but I don't know how they got it working, but maybe theirs have more power than mine does. I have this 3-in-1 oil here, and this is what you use inside this little hole to keep it, lubricated. I do it like maybe every 3 to 4 pieces. I add more oil cutting fluid in it. Doesn't hurt if you add too much. And then you need cutting fluid for the blade here. I use a Q-tip and I put quite a bit on here, and just to lubricate it. And also on the brass, the neck here, I put some on here too, and over here, when it enters the case mouth. I use this Home Depot, $6. I got a lifetime supply of this stuff. You use very little. And I have it set up to this lead plate is on an angle. So this bolt here and here, it holds it in place. and there's one behind it that's threaded into this plate, and it's nice and tight, ain't going nowhere. Even the all it does is shakes the bench, so it's on there pretty good. I want to get the Hornady base for it, that I could be able to take it off and put it on, and I could still utilize this section here and have room on the bench. That's pretty much it for the device. Shell plate, shell holder. You need to use the Hornady one. You cannot use no other. The case mouth here, I kind of polished this up a little bit, put it on a drill truck and turned it, but you can see how nice and smooth it goes in, and also helps opening off the lid. I have the Enoe, the M die from Enoe, the bushings that they sell, and I don't bring it all the way down. I just stick the shaft in here just enough that I could open this up a little bit, and I turn it in there twice to make sure it's nice and opened, and it goes in here nicely. And I had to polish this up till I finally got this going, so it's perfect. And that's pretty much it. I'm very happy with it. Once you get it all adjusted and you have it set for one cartridge only, that's it. It's perfect. You don't have to mess with it. It does come with 3 more mandrels. I think it's for a 223, 6mm, and something else. Can't remember the other one. There's 4 mandrels that comes with this, and they have others available if you need it. But I don't turn necks, so this is the only one I'm turning it for the 300 blackout. And that's it I have for now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set up, and then I'll show you how the process works on this. All right, so let me set up, and I'll be right back. All right, and one more thing: the shell holder here, it should always be facing up or facing you. That you can make it easy to go in and then come back out. And also try to keep it centered as best as you can. It gets a little, you gotta fiddle around with it, but once you give it the first turn, you see it still wobbles, then try it again so it's nice and nice and straight. But I'll show you how it looks like. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm all set up here best as I can. I might bump the camera a few times. Now I keep a piece of this shop towel, paper type towels that I sell at Home Depot, and I have one behind it. It does get messy, so I keep this to all the oil and all the chips land on here instead, and it keeps it clean. Afterwards, I always wipe this down anyways. But at least it keeps the bench clean. I did it the first time without it. I regret not doing it, but it made a mess. I didn't realize it afterwards. But most of the mess was back here, not much up front. Okay, so let me move this up a little bit. Okay. So hopefully that should be there good. So now what I do is I get a piece of brass. Put it in there, and I lock it in with the wheel here. Sometimes I forget which way to turn. Actually, you know what? Let me loosen it. And then I push forward. Once it's in there, I tighten it up and I check it. It moves a little bit, so let me see, that's not bad. Okay. That's the only bad part about it. Alright, so now the camera is pretty easy to work with when the camera's not in the way. I could get closer. And I just lube the neck here a little bit. Put some fluid there. And then go to time. Okay, where'd it go? Maybe you can see it. Too much light glare. See here, they didn't take off too much meat. It left some of it from the original, from the original color. You see it right there? See, it took more on one side and less on another, which is not bad. It took some off, so I accept that. You see what the I'll push it to the side. You see what another one looks like. So put that there. Okay, nice and straight. I'll do it again. So I guess that means it's off a little bit, you know. Now this one, it cleaned it up completely. So let me run the other one back in just in case. That one's all set. And put this back in. Come fluid there. Yeah, it's still the same. So let me say the neck is even, you know, it wasn't bad as the other one. So until you take more from the other one, sometimes you take less. Let's do one more here. Alright, you know what I forgot to do here? I mean, it's got plenty of lubrication, but has some cutting fluid in here. There you go. Not a cutting fluid, 3-in-1 oil. Right, this one took very little off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check the thickness on this to see where it's at. I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay, so let's see what we have here. There you go. See? 11.5. That's what you have here all the way around. 11.5. So let me grab another one and see what we're starting off with here. And we got a 12 on this one. So let's turn this one and see what I come up with. I keep a little bit of this alcohol to clean your hands because this grease here does get messy all over your hands and it's horrible. So line this up again. Let me tighten this up over here again. Okay, here we go. Okay. A little bit there. So these Hornady brass doesn't have a lot of meat like the S&B did. The S&B, they have 14,000, 14.5. It had quite a bit of meat. These Hornady ain't too bad. So let's start with a 12. And we have here now 11.5. Then we got 11 there. So it probably depends how I hold it. 11.5. Oops. 11.5. So it's pretty good. So that's pretty much all 11.5. And as I trim them all, I don't change the setting. I leave it where it's at. But the S&B, they were pretty thick. Alright guys, I hope this helps out. I mean, did the best I can with this. I like it. the drill, keep it on a low speed, not on high. And always put fluid in here, which I forgot, but I did it after the fact. And use the cutting fluid. Besides that, it works beautifully. It does make a mess, but I try to keep it clean as best I can as I go along. Alright, guys. And happy Thanksgiving, and see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.